Dot Richards. Dot was born and raised in Lowell, Mass. And still resides in Lowell with her husband, Ron. They will celebrate their 35th wedding anniversary in October. Dot is the proud mother of 2 grown sons, Chris 31 and Tim 26, and has 2 grandsons who reside in Virginia Beach with Tim and his wife Courtney, and 3 granddaughters who split their time between Virginia Beach with their mom and Massachusetts with their dad. Both sons are Eagle Scouts. Dot is a founding member of the Merrimack Valley chapter of Polka Dot Powerhouse, where she serves on their leadership team as the Life and Times coordinator, helping the chapter spread love to their Dot sisters. She's also a member of the BNI Power Players and a member of the Greater Lowell Chamber of Commerce, and now serves on the Chamber's board. Dot also chairs the Chamber's Community Service Committee as a way to give back to her community. She has been with Send Out Cards since June 2011, and after retiring from her government job on September 27, 2012, Send Out Cards is her only business. With Cards by Dot, she's helping to create a revolution of kindness and helping people get back to the basics of sending a heartfelt card. She helps businesses build better relationships with their clients and prospects, and helps others to be able to remember birthdays and send more cards easily and affordably. And she helps others who want to join her in the business to fulfill their dreams of both time freedom and financial freedom. Without further ado,
yeah. This is one thing I learned this week that it helps.
Yeah.
All right, thank you ladies for joining me today. And I do have notes because sometimes my brain just leaves me and doesn't come back for a while. So I want to make sense and I want to make sure I share everything with you that I want to share. I really appreciate you coming to learn how to step up to success in your business versus just marketing to your clients. And I'm going to share what I originally wrote, and then I'm going to share what I've learned from this week so far being in the Dot model. I said, I'm happy to be speaking before lunch because I'm not sure I'm that dynamic a speaker to keep your attention with the afternoon drowsies. Although I know you're probably thinking, I can't wait to get out of here and get to lunch. No. But from my speakers that I heard yesterday, I am the speaker.
Yeah.
I am ready to be here. So relationship marketing, stepping up to success. This quote by Maya Angelou perfectly sums up why everyone in business should practice relationship marketing. People forget what you say. People will forget what you do, but they're never ever gonna forget how you make them feel. I take that to the core of my business, whether it's my Send Out Cards business or what I do with Polka Dot, the chamber, everything I do. And I hope that you'll leave here with some of that in your heart. What is relationship marketing? Relationship marketing, as defined, is a facet of customer relationship management that focuses on customer loyalty and long-term customer engagement, rather than short-term goals like customer acquisition and individual sales. It is also known as referral marketing, because we all know if we do business with somebody and we take good care of them and they get to know, trust, and like us, what follows naturally? They're gonna tell their friends, and their friends are gonna wanna come to you. They're gonna tell their family, and so that's gonna lead to referrals for you. I've attended many relationship marketing workshops and listened to many relationship marketing podcasts. And one of the things that they often teach us is about the 80-20 rule. And it's a good guide to follow. It's what I try to follow in my business. But the 80-20 rule is basically, you're not marketing to everybody in every communication. Because I'm sure some of you see that in your mail, in your email, that it's always buy, buy, buy. 80% of the time, you want to be relational with them. So how can you do that? Simply by getting to know them and letting them know you care, whether it's a birthday message. A thank you card usually starts it off with business. Just thinking of you cards or holiday cards. And I'm not talking about those holiday cards we send out in December. It can be at any time of the year. You know, the National Day of Calendar Day thing. We like to celebrate all those different things, and you can really reach out to your customers with a note or a card that just says anything. Happy National Hot Fudge Sunday Day, or whatever. You're gonna make them laugh, you know. On Gratitude Day, I made sure all my customers knew how much I appreciated them. And you can do the same on whatever speaks to your heart. Or you can even send text messages. You know, just a quick text message in the morning really brightens somebody's day. I can tell you my phone was blowing up this morning, and it was really touching my heart because people that aren't with me here today knew what I was doing, and they knew how anxious I was about it all. So they were just texting me to let me know they care. And I put my phone away so I didn't see it lighting up while I'm on stage, because they know I'm on stage right now, and they're sending their positive vibes my way. But just a quick note to say, I appreciate you, and nothing else will really make a client's day, especially if you know they're going through a bad time in their life or celebrating the good things that happen in their lives. How many people here like to scroll Facebook? Scroll. I love to scroll Facebook, but now I tell myself I'm doing it for my business. Because I like to send happy cards out to people. So in September, it was back to school day. And what did people do? They posted all those great first day of school pictures. And I just kept right-clicking and saving, right-clicking and saving. And then when I get to my phone or my computer, I'd be sending cards. And then a few days, I'd get a call or a text. Oh my God, their day was made. And I wasn't sending it to get that feeling back, because I send to send or send to give, not send to looking for something back. Sometimes it might not be something good that's going on in somebody's life. I see somebody lost a pet. I can type a quick message on Facebook and say, so sorry. And they get a lot of those messages.
That really helps.
But I like to send them a concrete greeting that says, I'm thinking of you, whether it's for a pet, a family member, whatever the case may be. So for those sad moments, you can reach out and they have something to keep. Or for those celebratory meetings, you can reach out and touch their heart. Does anybody know why our clients leave us? Because it happens to all of us.
A feeling of just not being appreciated.
Ding, 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 you win. Exactly. That's what it is. If they don't hear from us, or if they only hear from us when they want to try and sell us something, the newest sale going on, or you need this, you've got a new product coming out. And I'm not saying you can't send those things, but they got to be well timed. But your clients have to hear from you in between. Like those other cards I talked about, or those phone messages that keeps you top of mind. So bottom line, if you keep your customers, because I think we all know that about 80%, that 80-20 rule again comes into play. 80% of your future profits are coming from 20% of your existing customers. So you really got to nurture those customers and make sure they know just how much you care. All right, now to be interactive a bit. You should all have the relationship marketing worksheet in front of you. And I'm just gonna grab my water with me. Just being real and thirsty. Okay.
Have one? Yes.
All right. And I don't have the words up on the slides because I was limited to 15 slides. And if I put all the words to fill in, I would have been over on my account by a whole lot. So I'll help you fill it in. So up at the top, the first word you're filling in is appreciation. Appreciation wins over self-promotion every time. Appreciation wins over self-promotion every time. This is a quote near and dear to my heart. It's by Cody Bateman, who is the author of The Power of Human Connection, How Relationship Marketing is Transforming the Way We Succeed. It's a very powerful book. If you haven't read it yet, I highly suggest you put it on your reading list. All right. The Power of Human Connection, How Relationship Marketing is Transforming the Way People Succeed. Okay, thank you. All right, and we'll move on to habit number 1. Because what I want to show you is we all think we have a jam-packed schedule and we don't know how to reach out to our clients often. And I'm showing you, I want to show you how to do it in small chunks. Because that's what I had to learn to do too. Because even though I only had one business and I'm retired from the government, sometimes I like to feel retired. So I want to learn how to break it up in small chunks. I know I see people laughing because my family says, Mom, you've got a weird sense of retirement. I'm busy. My friends say, you're busier now than when you worked full time. And I said, no, it's just that there was nothing to post before because when you're in an office for 8 hours a day, it's boring. Now I get to spend my day in coffee shops and everywhere else, on the boat, whatever. I can work from wherever, so I'm still sort of retired, or semi-retired as I like to say. But anyways, back to habit number 1. The 3 to 5 daily method. So what you're supposed to do is reach out to 3 to 5 different people. So different people goes in those 2 spots in 3 to 5 minutes using 3 to 5 different methods. So it's 3 to 5 different people in 3 to 5 minutes using 3 to 5 different methods. And the methods are texting, Facebook Messenger, cards, the old-fashioned telephone call, and emails. Basically, you got to know where your people, how your people like to be contacted, because we know some people don't like to talk on the phone. They love texting, or they like Facebook Messenger, or they're never going to read their emails. So know how to reach them and use that method of communication, but try to change it up. People do business with those they know, like, trust, and we've added a little something, and remember fondly. So it's know, like, trust, remember fondly. All right. I hope you all kept your cell phones with you because I know most speakers don't do this. But no, I screwed up already. Flip your papers over. I want you to take a minute and write a list. As many as you can in about 60 seconds. People you appreciate. All right, about 10 more seconds. All right, good list. Everybody got a list? All right, now you're gonna take out your cell phones. Am I doing good on time? Okay, so I can give them 5 minutes for the next part? All right. You're gonna test this theory out. So you're gonna text or email 3 to 5 people, or as many people as you can on that list, simply to let them know that you're thinking about them and that you appreciate them. But I will ask to make sure that your phones are on silent. Otherwise, I guarantee after those messages go out, it would sound like a symphony in here with the responses coming back. So 5 minutes, send me your messages. Or Facebook messengers, yes. Use any of the methods I told you about.
Yeah, so
Okay.
don't give them 5 minutes, I don't think, but
All right,
or
3
it's up
minutes.
to you.
3 minutes. Do I only have 10 minutes left?
We started a little late.
I have a timer.
Oh, you're timing it? Oh, perfect.
I can wrap up the rest real quick. I can just go into my fast talk mode. This is the meat and potatoes of what I wanted you to do. This is the hands-on part that I wanted you to feel so that you can leave this meeting and go out and try it out for yourselves and see how good it works. We'll do 1 more minute. I hid my phone, but I didn't hide my watch. Thank you. I'm too high tech, I know. I'm well connected, thanks to my son. All right, we better get on to the rest of the worksheet because that's the most important part of it. But I hope you get some good messages back from these people. But the whole thing was, how did it feel? How did it feel for you to send those messages? You can talk out loud. This is interactive. Yell back at me.
Awesome.
It does. It does our heart good.
It does do our heart good, and you know what, it's kind of funny, because I've been friends with Dot for a while, and I have taken some of the things she has done to spread kindness, and have done it myself, and it's really, it makes you feel so good when somebody does respond saying, oh my God, you made my day. Like my daughter-in-law has been sending pictures of my new baby granddaughters, and she sent me one today, and I'm like, you have no idea how that like just brightens my mood every day. So I just sent her back a note saying, I appreciate that you do this for me. And so yeah, it's good. It's good.
Thank you. All right, moving on to habit number 2. And it's our relationships in motion, and how do we build new relationships, or if we're new in a business, how do we find people that we want to build relationships with? So you meet people every day. And on the worksheet, it even tells you the different places that you can meet these people every day. I'm not going to read them all to you. You can read that later. Connect people every day. And that is definitely preaching to the choir in a room of Dot sisters, because that's what we do. And thirdly, appreciate people every day. And we just did that. And I'll quickly go through these tips for optimal relationship building. But truly, this worksheet wasn't made for Dot sisters, because a lot of this doesn't apply to you. But you'll recognize some of this stuff, because I'm sure some of you do some other networking too besides Polka Dot. Avoid the opera audition of that. Me, 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 me. That's a sorry, all of that. But you know, you network and you go up to somebody and you barely get a word in edgewise, and they're vomiting all their stuff all over you, and you don't get to say anything. Don't be that person, but we're not. We go up and we ask, what do you do? Or learn something. If it's at Polka Dot, what brought you to Polka Dot? Because when we're in other networking groups, it's safe to say, what do you do? Because in other networking groups, you're not there if you don't have a job. All right, create your own sales force. And leverage social media to expand your fan base and build relationships. Stay in the 13%. Has anybody ever heard of the 13%? Well, 87% of what we're bombarded with is negative. So you want to rise above and stay in that mode of positivity. So you be in that 13%. I wish that was higher, but I think as we spread Polka Dot around the world, that could rise to 50%. That's true, absolutely. Surround yourself with Dot sisters, and it's easy to stay positive. Thank you, Wendy, for that. All right, and stay away from the negative on social media. It's easier said than done. I just, there's times that as I'm scrolling and I see something, I start scrolling and I won't comment on it, but sometimes you go down that rabbit hole of reading all the comments, and then you look at your watch and you go, I'm never getting that hour back in my life, because some of them go on and on and on. And it's all the negative stuff, it's the political stuff, and we all have our own opinions on things, but Facebook isn't where we want to air those. Because especially if you're doing business on Facebook, you don't want to be either way because you'd be offending people. So keep it positive and people will stick with you and on social media. Serve instead of sell. I think we do that here at Polka Dot. And be patient, not pushy. I can be very patient. I'm not pushy, but I still get clients. Sometimes it might take 2 years. Sometimes it takes 3 years. And they finally decide they need what I have to offer, and they come around. They remember. And then it's, I need it now. Word of mouth. Oh no, I'm skipping one. Be authentic and consistent, but not obnoxious. We all know people like that. You don't want to be like that. And number 6, it kind of duplicates what was one of the previous ones. Word of mouth equals world of mouth. So avoid controversy on social media because you know that's just going to spread like wildfire. Especially with the World Wide Web and Facebook, it's worldwide. It's not the word of mouth you want to get anymore. Become the most well-connected person you know. I'm working on that. I'm getting there. And I'm sure most of you are because you're here. You're here making connections, then you're going to go home and make more connections. Make friends without an agenda. And I know when I say my next piece about that part, there'll be people that don't know yet. Facebook. Someone friends you on Facebook. You go, great, I have a new friend. And you accept. Zing. Like my page. You want to buy this? And I just wanted to be a friend. Don't do that. Before you send them something like that, have a connection. And I did say that to somebody, and I accepted her friend request because I thought she was a dot. And when I said, oh, you're a dot then? And she said, what's that? And I'm like, oh, okay. We need to have a phone conversation or at least a Zoom call or something so that I can get to know you before you can sell to me. I've never heard of that. Nobody's ever told me that before. I'm like, well, that's the way I roll. She said, all right. So it took a while, and we finally set up that phone call, and we talked for an hour, and she's like, wow, this is awesome. And I have a friend, and I have tried her product, but it wasn't for me, but we're still friends. Not yet. She's in Canada, and there's no dots near her, but I'm working on that. I'm working on it because I know other people in that section. So. All right, and I got 10 minutes, so we gotta pick up the pace on this. That was make friends without an agenda. Create memorable experiences for yourself and others. Intention is important. Like Shannon always says, when you're setting up a connect, let them know if it's just to get to know you or if you really want to tell them about your product. It's okay to want to tell them about your product, but get to know them first. And give simply to give and become known as a giver. All right. Now that we've had these tips, I'm going to go over show three examples of business people who have mastered relationship marketing. All right. Tom Hopkins holds the world record in real estate sales. And he achieved it by developing his thank you note habit, sending 10 handwritten thank you notes a day. And his types of thank you notes, they're not all what you think. It was thank you for talking to me on the telephone. Thank you for meeting with me. Thank you for your business. Thank you for your kind referral. Thank you for the excellent service you provided. Thank you for taking your time to consider letting me serve you after they first said no. Thank you for taking your time to analyze my services after they bought from someone else. And thank you for using our service or product. And he sent those at the 1-year anniversary. I don't think this person needs an introduction, but if you don't know, it's Mary Kay Ash, who built her makeup or cosmetic industry empire. And she taught her consultants to send 3 cards a night before going to bed. Real simple ones. Recognition, congratulations, and appreciation. Because she wanted her consultants to be grateful and to build their business, because you build it on gratitude. And this one's near and dear to my heart, kind of, because I'm just finishing up reading a book that he has out there with 13 rules. I forget the name off the top of my head. 13 rules of sales or something. If you haven't read it, Google it. It's a great book. But he still holds the Guinness World Book of Records for auto sales. He sold an average of 6 cars a day for 12 years. And he credited his relationship building skills for his success. So what kind of cards did he send? Thank you notes, cards of encouragement, cards of congratulations, wedding, baby, job promotion. And just a side note, when he was doing this, there was no Facebook to keep track of this. So how he did it, he hired assistants. And Joe made his own calls. He'd call families, checking in on them, and he'd hear about a new baby, he'd send a card, or he'd send a gift. So he kept in touch with these people, and that's how he was able to stay top of mind with them. He'd also send helpful news and information, and then small gifts to his best customers and referral partners. So pretty much creating a place for himself in the minds of his people, his clients, and they kept coming back to him. All right. And we don't have enough time for me to take a poll on how many unopened emails you have. But I know when I last checked, I had 3,900 because we're bombarded. We're bombarded with those emails that say, buy this, buy that, all that stuff. Yep. And what I've learned, oh no, let me start this over because it's next slide. The sales statistics. This is more important than the previous one because this one blew me away when I first learned about these statistics. Because I used to think I emailed somebody or I called somebody and they didn't get back to me. I figured they didn't like me or didn't want what I had. What I found out was they got too busy or the email got lost in the pile or they wanted to call me back and things got busy. So when I was persistent and kept going, they were thankful for my persistence. So keep following up because I have it written down and I can't read it. The 7th to the 12th try. So how many would stop at 3? All right. So you want to stay top of mind. To me, this statement means people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. You want to build your business and keep those clients and team members. Make sure they feel appreciated. Don't assume they know. Just like in all relationships with our families, we tell them we love them every day. But we have to do the same thing with our clients. Let them know how much you care because they have a lot of choices. Make sure when they need something, they remember you. And the biggest thing I want you to walk out of here with today is whatever you do, do it from the heart. Send from the heart, and your business will reap the benefits. Thank you again for.